All right, so I was out in town the other day, and this is not fat shaming. This is not about judging people or anything like that. But there were two morbidly obese women, and they were sat on a bench, smoking cigarettes, with a can of fizzy pop next to them. Fizzy pop is what my gran used to call it. Coke, sugary carbonated drink, let's call it. And they were doing scratch cards, scratching off the card to hopefully win a prize, a cash prize, something like that. Now, that to me is, symbolic of people who have no agency in their own life, people who have become so disempowered that they are unable to take any responsibility for what happens in their own lives. And this is a problem of society, I think, because we have the national lottery, we have the welfare state, and I think the welfare state is an amazing thing because we need to support people who are unable to support themselves. And we have rules of a system, we have boxes that we're supposed to fit into. But the problem is we start to believe those boxes, and we get into a point where we think good things can't happen to people like us. Good things can't, people like us can't start businesses, can't change our situation, can't turn our lives around, and this sort of thing. And so we fall back on things that we seek for hope. The national lottery, instant gratification, food. I do it myself. I'm overweight, and it's something I'm aware of and I'm trying to tackle. But I seek instant gratification from food because, other areas of my life, I'm like, this is like hard work. This is not, giving me the satisfaction that I could be doing with right now. So we lose agency over our own lives. And that's what we need to get back. I don't know where I'm going with this particularly, but we need to get agency over our own lives. And, there's where I was going. So the point is, when you become a little bit self-aware, you can start to spot the signs when you're on the verge of becoming maybe a little bit depressed or going through a bit of a dip. And I noticed it recently when I started playing the lottery again. And I started checking my horoscopes. Not that I'm particularly superstitious. That's another topic for another day because I have a story about that too. But I started checking my horoscopes, and I suddenly became aware that I was looking outside of myself for the things that were going to turn my life around. I was looking for hope in other places, when actually all we need is right in here, in our hearts, in our minds. We have everything we were born with. We have all the things we need, all the tools that we need to turn our lives around and to gain some sense of satisfaction and success in our lives, whatever that may be. But the problem is we make excuses because we believe that, people like us don't have those kind of successes. People like us can't get a book deal. People like us can't lose weight. Yet all around us, we see people doing exactly that. Because we become pigeonholed. We become so disempowered that we think, this is just it. This is who I am. We grow up in one place. We think that's our life. And when I was a van driver, I used to drive to a lot of kind of impoverished areas. And I'd see people who they didn't come across to me as stupid particularly. They didn't come across to me as incapable or lacking something in some way. Yet they were stuck here. And the likelihood was they're probably going to be stuck there for the rest of their lives because we're kind of told that people like us don't have success like that. People like us can't achieve things like that. We can't run marathons, or we can't, be happy. And that we need something outside of us to make that happen. But inside is where we have it. And, I've got my podcast. I meet people all the time who are actually taking ownership of their lives. And we have to understand that we can take ownership of our lives. We just got to go out there and get it. And also look for the signs when we're giving our power away. Like I said, I was buying lottery tickets. I was checking my horoscope. I was looking for some sign of hope that I could change my situation, when the only thing I need to change my situation is the energy and the motivation to overcome that inertia and get the ball rolling. You know what I mean? If you're overweight like me, join the gym, which I've done. Look at your eating. I eat for instant gratification. I've got this kind of weird emotional attachment to food, which I'm working on, I'm aware of, and I'm working on it. If you are stuck where you are, you can't get a job, try something new, try a different idea, try working on yourself. Just take ownership, because that's where the power is. As much as you're relying on things on the outside world, it's probably not going to happen. And the only way you can make things happen is by doing it yourself, because you are the world. You are at the center of your world. So take ownership, because it belongs to you, and every opportunity is there for you to go and do something, make it happen, because you have the power. We all have the power to do stuff and shape our lives and do things. Might not be the next Jeff Bezos, we might not be the king of Timbuktu or wherever, but we can change things for the better. And it doesn't take an awful lot of effort. It just takes a bit of will, a little bit of determination, and the belief that tomorrow can be better than today. There we go. Hopefully that will help you. Hopefully it'll help someone. Might even help me. Who knows? But get out there and do it.